Hello, good morning. My name is Ifeemi Andrew. We'll take a look at headlines from the Punch newspaper this morning. It's where we start. Nationwide alert. Federal government warns of 5-day flooding in 19 states. Lassa fever kills 155 in 7 months. ADC chairman reject David Mark's party takeover. 2027 PDP, ADC, Labour Party slam Umahi over pro-Tinubu remark. 2027 elections, Atiku Obi reject controversial party registration bill. Presidential jets gulp 26.38 billion naira in 18 months under Tinubu. All of those are headlines that you will find in the Punch newspaper. Over to the Vanguard now. And this one says here on the Vanguard, 2027 Obi single-term pledge raises dust. Federal government approves 30 new ACGs for prisons. That's on the Vanguard newspaper. Church of Nigeria formally cuts ties with Wales over lesbian archbishop. Nigeria's capital importation rises 67% to $5.64 billion in the first quarter. Africa needs $3 trillion to meet climate goals, AU. Kiamo, aviation experts on warpath over Lagos airport renovation. That's supposed to, the renovation of the airport, what he was saying was supposed to cost something over 7 billion. Yeah, over something over 7 billion, if I remember correctly. And people say for renovation. I know that there are airports in the world, in parts of the world, that were renovated with about $1 million, some 1 point something million dollars, $2 million, but 7 point something billion. That's a lot of money for just renovations. All right, let's wait and see. Well, all of those headlines are on the Vanguard newspaper. If you go to The Nation, you would also find some interesting headlines there. 2027, Tinubu will have landslide victory, says Swagger. Senator Tinubu donates 1 billion naira materials to Niger disaster victims. And this one says, government appeals judgment freeing ex-NHIS boss in $2.1 million laundry case. All of those are on the Nation newspaper. Blaming Tinubu for North's problems, deceitful, says Sani. All of those, again, you would find on the Nation newspaper. You can watch and listen to us on Facebook Live at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. So get on Facebook, search for Nigeria Info 92.3 PH, and then you'll find the logo there, the NI logo. Like the page, join the live stream, drop your comments, please. Ensure that your comments are short and straight to the point, so we can take as much as possible. The number to call is 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0002. You can also call 0817-923-0007. 0817-923-0007. Those are the numbers you can call to join in on the conversation this morning. Again, 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0007. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Ifeemi.
Yes, good morning, quickly.
My name is Chimati. I'm calling from Bokuta.
All right.
Mr. Ifeemi, at this point in time, will it not be so disappointing that we are still believing that the election empire has the power to condemn or reject or disqualify a candidate? That is the duty of the court. Now, if you are thinking that the APC and the PDP is doing a collabo, then I make you understand that you shouldn't jealous them because they suffered for it. The APC braved so much in the last election that they even went to court. And the PDP so that's with them and did not contest according to how they wanted people to do. If the APC had lost the election that time, definitely the PDP would have actually lost. That is what we are suffering now in the PDP, and all this was actually caused by our former governor. Remember that PDP had a problem when he moved most of them to the AA party around another party that he used to win the election. So we are suffering now in PDP. So now, whether we like it or not, APC is doing River State through the president, through the administrator. That is what is happening now in River State. We don't know. Then now for the aspect of the hospital, you see now when we voted the Somali governor, Somali Kubara, for consultation, for right now he left.
All right, I think you got interrupted by your service providers. Good morning, Nigeria Info.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, let me look at the group that plans research for receiving names of candidates. Also saying that there was no primary conducted, and they handpicked some persons. I wish to, educate this person a little. I want him to know that in party primaries there are two options. We have the option A4 and the consensus candidate. And so if the party feel it that they can use consensus or option A4, it's left with the party's choice. So if coming to decide for party which he does not belong to, he does not belong to the APC nor the PDP. And how then was he able to know that it was all handpicked and the names of candidates were just given like that? No, now, don't just come to a place where you don't belong to. You can't just come and say this is what they did, and whereas they have options for all this procedure. So I want him to know that there are two options, there are two procedures in party primary. There is option A for then the consensus candidate. Which of the one the party used is consensus candidate? You should know that and have this.
All right.
And secondly, the chairman Ogoni Dialogue Committee, Professor Don Baridan, I think for commending the federal government, for them putting all the agreements that were reached together, ensuring that the thing goes well. But one area I still have lapses on the East-West Road. It was supposed to be 3 flyovers. It is only one we are seeing. The one at the Refinery Junction has been cancelled. So are they presenting this aspect of the road to
All right.
the federal government? Is one area I just want them to just. But I commend them.
All right, Lieutenant Barry, thank you very much. We have to move on. Point made. Good morning, Nigeria Info.
Good morning, Sesame. It's Chimatike. Sorry, I got interrupted.
Well, your point has already been made. We get what you're saying.
Now, I'm talking about the hospital.
Yes, and you said that was why they voted the former governor to consolidate, and he did not do that. So that's it.
And again, and I wanted to talk about my brother.
We don't have all the time. Thank you, my friend. You've reached the time at least. You spoke quite a lot on different topics. Let's move on. Good morning.
Yes, my name is Jay Eji. I'm calling you from Port Harcourt right now.
All right, go on.
About the hospitals. Andrew, I can tell you that the Bori Zonal Hospital, you know that hospital, right? 100 beds and a lot of facilities, lifts and everything. The other day I was going to Andoni for the Enyada Fishing Festival, and their hospital was a pitiable shadow of itself because grass grown everywhere and it's not a good development. This is just recent. That hospital was commissioned just few days to the state of emergency declaration. But I tell you right now, I also learned, even though I didn't check, that looting has been going on there. So I don't know at all. But I want to commend the Church of Nigeria, even though I don't belong to any Christian group, for cutting ties. The other time it was gay bishop, now it's another one. It's not making any sense to the Christian world for the NSA and coming to sit in some ground to prepare for oil production. I think it's a very good one, very, very good one. I believe the university has come to stay. The Center for Excellence is going on and so many others. Andrew, conclusively, my fear about the farmers rushing their stuff right now, the price of gari and other things has dropped, is next year there will be food scarcity and those things in those areas. So what are we doing now? Oh, move out to where? What is the effort the government is making right now to make sure that when they are moving out, they don't suffer times two? Like, oh my God.
All right, JJ, thank you very much. Good morning. Nigeria Info.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
This is Mr. Adolfo Friend, and I'm calling you from Port Harcourt.
All right, go on.
Yeah, President Peter Obi, second, one tenure move, real dust. Now, my saying is that Peter Obi cannot win election if he contests, unless he allies with Atiku as a running mate. Why I'm saying that is because the North will not vote for him. Why I'm saying that again is that when Atiku becomes the president, he will make a way for him. That was the way late Buhari made way for Tinubu to become president. If Buhari was not the president of Nigeria, Tinubu would have not become the president. So if Obi wants to become the president of this country, he must align with Atiku as a running mate, whereby it will be easy for him. But if he doesn't, and he wants to contest as a candidate, he will not win, and people will not take him seriously again. And also, there was a news here, a statement that Ada is congratulating the suspended governor for making a corrupt person a candidate. I don't know how the governor participated in this ill-fated primaries that they carried out. That's my take. I remain Adolfo. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Adolfo. Good morning, Nigeria Info. Oh, lost that call. Hello. Good morning, Nigeria Info.
Good morning, my brother Andrew.
Good morning.
Ayuba Gostowa.
All right. Go on.
Andrew, I have a message for those that are, having reservation about the primaries of APC and PDP last Saturday. Andrew, are you aware that in 2023, Chief Tony Okocha and Wiki collaborated and ensured that APC presidential candidates won in Rivers State for the first time since APC was formed in Rivers State? APC presidential candidate has never won in Rivers State before, has not gotten 25%. But for the first time in 2023, because of the collaboration and the marriage, APC President Tinubu got 44% for the first time. So this marriage that is happening now in Rivers State is not new. And let me tell them that the APC constitution provides waiver for new candidates, for new members, so that they can contest election on the party. So it wasn't a selection, and I was one of the delegates that voted for the in that primary. So those that doesn't have the information and doesn't know how things play out should not cry foul. It is a normal thing in a political party. When they see a candidate or a member that can win election for the party, they can grant the member a waiver to contest election on that platform. Thank you very much, everybody.
Nigeria Info, good morning.
Yeah, hi, Andrew. Good morning.
You're welcome.
Yeah, move faster on the line.
All right, go on.
Yeah, my primary concern this morning is the flood alert and then I'm aware that over, I think, 7 or 17 billion naira or thereabouts, I can't place the figure, has been earmarked for the flooding that will be coming. And if this is what we'll be experiencing in the time to come, I would have been expecting that the government and the agencies saddled responsibility to take care of these things have reached out to the farmers and the people living in the flood-prone areas. But what we do is we wait for the flood to come and cause untold havoc on the people before we start acting, which for me could be referred to as medicine after death. Flooding is a perennial track some of these matters before it's going to eventually come, to worry the people. And the issue about the primaries and all of that, APC and PDP candidates are emerging and all of that. Andrew, these are the same people during the issue of defection and all of that, when we were saying that before you will be referred to as a member of a political party, you must go and register in the ward. Some of the proponents of that argument as then are now, going back to now begin to say that they are now candidates of the APC. I'm not aware when they went to collect forms and do all the tradition, they were projecting them at the world level as what they were preaching as at then. You could see the double standard politicians and leaders that we have. They will say one thing today and do another thing tomorrow. But like what JJ always says, what do I know? Have a fantastic day.
All right. Good morning, Nigeria Info. Oh, we lost that call. Nigeria Info, good morning. All right, good morning.
Hello, Jacob Promise from Lumadu.
All right, go on, Promise. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Promise. Go on.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, Promise. Can you hear me?
Good morning.
Hello, Nigeria Info. Good morning.
Good morning. You see me, Andrew.
All right, go on.
Yes, Adine from Abua.
All right.
Yes, the flood is looming. And like the Akinima people have made complaints. They are counting their losses. Here in my local government as well. They are putting their produce, prematurely. And that is a danger that there will be hunger. My problem is the government is not proactive. Most times the reliefs come later. They don't come in real time. Maybe about the flood has receded. That is when these things will come. And I think most times it's political. At the time the people need it, these things should come. I think now they are just arguing who should take what. Maybe one contract or the other. And so government should be alert. I want to say that some of us are slamming the RISEC, for receiving a list of delegates. And you know that there was a legally constituted RISEC that was dissolved. This one has a mission. And so it must take its mission, to the logical conclusion. But I want to say that we have followed Machiavelli and we have said that the end justifies the means. But I know that no good end can sanctify evil means. You cannot do evil and expect good out of it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Now we'll take some messages on WhatsApp, several of them. See how many we can accommodate before we wrap things up. The Nigerian judiciary is the major cause of political crisis in this country. Fidelis Elemuwa sent that one in. He also said the state government needs to do something serious to minimize sufferings of flood victims. Let there be a law that before you commission facility project, you must equip it, because all those hospital projects by the Justice Minister, they're all shams. So go to justice. This is the one I even preach for. Unfortunately, I will repeat again, if people get the leader they deserve, majority of the people are not knowledgeable enough or have not been armed with the adequate knowledge when it comes to some of these things. And so it's easy to manipulate them. It's easy to put out any story and everybody jumps on it. And because the tactics for politicians in this country has always been divide. You have the ones you follow and the ones you don't follow. So the main goal is not development, but it's development from the person I am supporting. Otherwise, it's not development. And that's a problem, because even schools are being built now, but nobody asks questions. After you build the structure and you commission, people shouting, then build 5 schools, then build. Was there a system? Is there a system that keeps this thing working? That's a question that people don't ask. Is there a system that works? That even if you are gone now, there's something that's constitutionally put in place, legal, that will keep this thing running. Most times, 80 to 90% of the times in this country, we don't have it. We just build the thing. Look at stadiums that we built. They have all died. We just built it to take the glory at that time and see people will shout, hey! this is our leader, this is our this. But then in the reality, you really did not do anything if what you did not function. And that's where I think people need to begin to come to understand even better. Well, what can I say? Top of the morning. This is the same either that says sole administrator has no constitutional power to conduct local government election. When did he realize when that's constitutional entity? My brother, I did not know. I don't know when he realized the thank God ability. I don't know. Primary election for Rivers state local government election has been concluded. All the people threatening litigation should stop so that the state would move forward. You can't tell them to stop. If they feel like the thing was not done right, they have a right to go to court. Obioma Nobo from Igbodo Echie. This one here says the RISIEC cannot survive the heat of gifting judicial scrutiny. It's quite unfortunate. These people are at the verge of wasting taxpayers' money. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you very much. That's how much we can take with regards to your messages on WhatsApp. We have to take a short break now. And afterwards, business news at 7. Good morning.
For more talk, news and sports, stay tuned to Nigeria Info.
We'll be right back after this.